today I've decided to start renumbering my videos again because honestly it was just getting too complicated. It's just easier for me. So this is number 21. Now that I've got that out of the way, I am going to be doing a list of the 10 museums around the world that I am going to see before I shuffle off this mortal coil, or at least I want to. Okay, so you coming with me? Let's go. So in at number 10, we have the Icelandic Phallological Museum. Now, do you know what that is? Yes, it's a museum of penises. Now, it's a unique and somewhat unconventional museum located in Reykjavik in Iceland. Now, it is the only museum of its kind in the world dedicated to a collection of, as I've said already, penises, and it was founded in 1974 by Sigurður. No, I'm not even going to attempt to say that. There. Okay, I'm not going to butcher that. The first specimen in there was a bull's, and the largest specimen is a whale's, a blue whale's at 1.7 meters. The smallest is a hamster's, 2 millimeters, I believe. But that's not all. Some of this is a bit creepy. Don't overlook the lampshades crafted from bull's testicles. I certainly won't be overlooking them. There's a tree trunk skillfully carved into the likeness of a phallus and an exceptionally large penis bone, originating from a notably well-endowed Canadian walrus. In at number 9, we have the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. Now, what is cryptozoology, I hear you asking? Cryptozoology is the study of cryptids. Haha, funny. What are cryptids? Cryptids, I could explain to you, but the best way to describe it would be, right, you know Bigfoot, you know mermaids, you know the chupacabra, Jersey Devil. Well, cryptids are basically, they come from folklore, I'd say the best way to describe it. They tend to be things that come from folklore where there's been no mainstream scientific proof. So in effect, these do not exist. But I'm not going to say to you that they don't. With everything that's going on in the media, I honestly don't know what to believe anymore. So if someone was to tell me that there was a Bigfoot walking down the street tomorrow, there's a chance I may believe it. But in at number 8, we have Momofuku Ando's Instant Ramen Noodles Museum. Now, why would there be a museum dedicated to noodles? Well, in 1958, Taiwanese businessman Momofuku Ando emigrated fully to Japan, and it was a couple of years prior to that, but in a small factory, a tiny factory, he created the first ramen. That in itself it is a big thing, but it's not really why it would become such a big thing. Japan was in the grips of starvation. It was coming out the back end of the war, and there was just no food. There was no money, no food, no fuel, nothing. And these dried noodles saved a nation, genuinely saved a nation. So to that end, they've got a museum. In here you can see the original little factory. You can see there's thousands of noodles you'll see behind me, thousands of noodles that you can have a look at, the history of them. You can create your own type of noodles, and the thing that I want to do is try space noodles. When I go there, if I go there, I'm going to try the space noodles. He created them at 96 years old, I believe. In at number 7, we have the Mummy Museum, Guanajuato, Mexico. Now, as you can see here, and from the name, it's they look like embalmed mummies, but they aren't. They're natural mummies. And the reason that they are actually mummified was because their relatives didn't pay the rent for their grave space. So there was a mandate in 1865 to acquire more land for the newly dead, and anybody that hadn't paid their bills were put into a separate area and where now there's about 200 of them. And yes, these have been evicted from their graves, and it's now a site that you can take your family to see if you are in the area. In at number 6, we have the Meguro Parasitological Museum in Tokyo, Japan. Now, this is an educational institution. It's dedicated to parasites. It holds over 60,000, including various worms and insects, and it aims to educate the visitors about parasites. So we get to know about their life cycles and their effects on us and on other animals. Exhibits include parasites, interactive displays, and a giant 28-foot tapeworm. The museum supports scientific research and offers free admission, always good, making it accessible for those interested in learning about parasites, and it provides a unique and educational experience for curious individuals. I'm curious. In at number 5, we have the Avanos Hair Museum in Avanos in Turkey. Now, this is a strange number, this one. So if you look behind me, what you'll see is, you might not see what's going on here, but basically around this shop, looks more like a cave if I'm being honest, 50,000 women from around the world have came, cut off their hair, attached a note with an email, sometimes a photograph, and even a phone number there. So I really have no idea why it's there, but I would like to see this. It's just one of those creepy, weird things that I would like to see. But it's strange, isn't it? Imagine just being a serial killer, just going there for a day out. Oh, this one, yeah, I like the cut of her jib. I think I'll kill her today. Where does she stay? Yes, I'll take an axe to her. Yeah, not really a sensible thing in my... Well, could it be getting used for DNA? I don't have any idea. In at number 4, we have the Torture Museum in Amsterdam. Now, this offers a chilling glimpse into humanity's dark history of cruelty and suffering. And who doesn't love a bit of cruelty and suffering? We all do. Don't even think about saying to me that you don't, because you put on Shudder and you put on things like the Saw, and you happily watch a man having his arm chopped off and stuffed up his rear end. Yeah, you. So don't say that you wouldn't go to this museum. I would. I want to see the Iron Maiden, I want to see the thumb screws, and I want to see inanimate objects having their heads squeezed to a pulp. So in at number 3, we have the Island of Dolls. Now this is a little island just near Mexico City, and it's famous for its collections of dolls hanging from ropes and nailed to trees, etc. But anyway, it starts with, it's a small island. There was a caretaker. His name was Julian Santana Barrera, and he apparently found a drowned girl, and next to her there was this little doll, and out of respect, he nailed the doll to the tree. Now I don't know fully if there's been lots of people committing suicide here or why there's so many dolls, but there are thousands of dolls which he was responsible for putting on trees and hanging from ropes. And over time, the island became a surreal and nightmarish spectacle. It attracts tourists, and they're intrigued by the atmosphere, as we would be if we were there. Some say they can hear the dolls whispering or even moving. I don't believe that, but I'm not going to admit it. In at number 2, we have Littledean Jail and Crime Museum. Now this is a little quirky and controversial place in Gloucestershire in England. Not a lot to get in, £10 I believe. And there is a collection of crime-related artefacts, memorabilia and curiosities. Now you may have noticed I said controversial. That's because it deals with Holocaust, slavery, lots of Nazi memorabilia. This is a very dark place, and you cannot just sweep history under the past. I'm not going to get into it. These things happened. Let's deal with it and learn from the past. Get yourself here. I can't recommend it highly enough. Hi guys, before I get to number 1, I'm going to just interrupt you and ask you if you could please like, share and subscribe. It really does help me. Yeah, I hate to get beggy, but come on. This has got to be worth it. Number 1, we have the Museum Subnautica de Arte. Now this is located in Cancun, Mexico, and it is one of the most famous and pioneering underwater museums in the world. It's dedicated to promoting marine conservation and preserving the natural coral reefs. What it tries to do is it tries to drive people away from otherwise delicate environments underwater, and this is a completely man-made thing. I originally thought that they'd found a shipwrecked group of statues or whatever and decided to show them. No. There are in fact 500 sculptures and art installations submerged in the waters of the Mexican Caribbean. They're deliberate and they've been created by various artists, with the most famous works being designed by British sculptor Jason DeCanes Taylor. And these sculptures are made from materials that encourage the growth of coral reefs and marine life. How good is this? What a beautiful, beautiful idea. Hi guys, we arrived at the end of another one. Thank you for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Just like, share and subscribe. I owe you one. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.